Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers.
This video is a little different.
So we had an unexpected trip back to the U.S. We had a death in the family, and this is kind of a mishmash of what we did and how it went, and it's also to share with our friends and family of our entire time, including some of them little bits and pieces. So
when we left Scotland, it took us a couple days. We came down to Hartlepool to change out our clothes, get some, American clothes because it wasn't supposed to be so cold there.
Get some California weather type clothes.
Yes, but we should have kept our Edinburgh clothes.
It was chilly.
As it turned out.
Yeah.
And then the next day we made our way down to King's Cross, stayed the night there, got our antigen test, boarded the flight. And
The following day,
yeah. Boarded our flight the following day and came back to Los Angeles. We flew into Los Angeles, rented a car, which was probably our biggest expense while we were in the States, and then drove to some friend's house who live in the city of Simi Valley that we used to live in and where her parents reside.
So from there, it was just a matter of planning the memorial and setting the date, which we still hadn't been able to do. And we soon found that the date was going to be delayed based on where the venue was going to be, which was important to, family. It got delayed, so our month-long trip kind of already got extended.
Knowing that the service wouldn't be until January, we decided to see some family and friends in other parts of California. We drove up north and met up some friends in Lompoc and hung with them for a day. It was wonderful to see them again. And then from there we continued our journey up to my sister's house in Northern California, where my parents recently moved to. And we got to spend time with my parents and my sister and her wonderful family, and we had Christmas there. It was wonderful. It was good to be around the family again and see. My parents are aging, and so it's always good when we can get back to see them, because every time we leave, we never know if we're going to see them again.
Yep. So it was good that we had that time. Then after that, we came back south, visited some more friends, and went farther south into San Diego County. Visited Kevin's brother, and were able to visit a little bit there, and then came back up north. And on our way through LAX, we had to exchange our rental car because we had originally rented it for a month, and when we tried to extend it a week, they would not allow us to do that because we'd already had it for 30 days.
With budget, they want the car back after 30 days. I don't know if they want to inspect it. I don't know. But they wouldn't extend for another 9 days we had to get it. So yeah, we just stopped back by LAX and swapped out cars and got a 4-wheel drive car, which we could have used on our drive back from Northern California earlier.
That was a little funky. Anyway.
But we made it. And then we went back to the same place that we started, up in Simi Valley, and we had the memorial.
Yes, we were able to spend some more time with my father and do some more memorial planning, and we had some friends coming in to help with different things, which was really nice. We were very thankful for that, and everyone was very supportive. So it worked out. The memorial went on as planned. There was a whole side of the family that got sick, some of which were COVID related, but besides that, all went fairly well.
Yeah, the memorial was nice. At the end of this video, we have a little presentation for her mom. And you can see the memorial as we're talking now. I kind of show clips. I'll show clips as we're talking about this, so you don't have to see our beautiful faces the entire time. But having the memorial later also allowed us time to restock on some of our clothes, because a lot of times you can't find clothes that you like or that fit you properly in foreign countries. Also in foreign countries, some of the clothes are very expensive. For example, the Levi's in Prague, a pair of Levi's, $140. I picked up 2 pairs at the outlet in Camarillo for $105. So Yeah, some things you just want to kind of buy here. It's just cheaper. And since we were here, it just worked.
Yeah, and not just prices, but like Kevin said, it's a matter of the things that you're comfortable in, the kinds of materials or the way certain things fit or wear better or easier. So that's kind of important to us, traveling and wanting lightweight and easy wash and wear, things like that. So with all that in mind, it made it easier to pick up all those things.
Yes, it did. It did. After the memorial, we spent a few more days in Simi Valley and then made a trip to North Carolina. And we've talked about this before, where when you're traveling like we do, there's a plan A, but you also need to make a plan B, a plan C, and D, and E, and because nothing ever seems to go according to plan A. And this was a great example of it.
Yeah, you got to learn to roll with the punches when it comes to travel, especially during this crazy pandemic time when things are opening and closing. And
Right. Plan A was, we're flying to North Carolina. We rented a 2-bedroom Airbnb in High Point, and we were going to spend 4 wonderful days with both boys and just have some family time. That was plan A. The oldest, when we got there, found out he came down with COVID. Yay! Yep. So now
that first day he tested.
Yep.
The first day we were supposed to be there, he woke up with a sore throat and he tested that afternoon.
So we really didn't get to see much of him. You can see right here how distant we were from him. So that kind of changed it into plan B, because now we don't have Holden with us. Plan B, Sarah.
So our youngest, Tanner, no, plan B was Holden.
Well,
So plan
B. Plan A was both boys. Plan B was now without Holden.
Yeah, it was going to be Tanner. And when Tanner left Fort Bragg to drive up to us and basically stay for the weekend, because it was in the 2-hour distance that he could be away, and that's why we booked the place where we booked, so that he could come and stay for the weekend. So he gets a call from his first sergeant saying, there's a storm coming. I'm a little worried about you being able to get back in time, and if there's ice or an accident or blah, blah, blah. So he pretty much told Tanner that you can't go. Everyone was a little disappointed with that. And so then we had plan C.
Yeah, we switched to plan C. So now we went down and met Tanner halfway for dinner one night. And then the next day we picked up some supplies and took them to Holden, left them at his door, and then drove down to Tanner's base. And Tanner gave us a tour of his base and his barracks, and we got to spend a little time with him. So now that's plan C, and we're thinking, okay, well, maybe we'll be able to get out and go see Holden a little more the next day. Nah. Plan D.
Storm.
Plan D. Storm. Lots of snow. We're from California. We're not used to driving on the snow, and it was the snow that it was a wet snow that would freeze, unfreeze, and refreeze, and
melt
about
and
that fun ice thing. Yeah.
So we basically stayed in all day Sunday and most of Monday,
Yep.
Which would have been our last full day there. So most of Monday we were still, waiting for it to warm up a little bit, waiting to make sure that all the snow and ice was cleared off the roads.
Yeah.
So later that afternoon, we were finally able to go back and visit Holden for one last time.
Yeah, we got to drop off all the food that we had purchased in anticipation of both boys being there. So Holden got a lot of free food.
Not that that's a bad thing.
Not that's a bad thing,
it didn't
but
go to waste, so that's good.
It didn't.
But yeah, it was just kind of a bummer. You want to see your kids, you don't get to see them for, I think the last time was October of 2020.
Yeah.
So we were kind of disappointed we didn't get to see them like we wanted to, but we were able to see them, and we were thankful for that.
So where does that put us now, Sarah?
Well, we're back in Hartlepool, England, and we were able to get to the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina with, not too much ice on the road, which was good.
Little sliding here and
Yeah,
there.
a little bit, but overall, we gave ourselves plenty of time, and And all of that trip went fairly well. The flight to Miami, the flight to Heathrow, the tube, the train, all of that. So we're thankful for that. No plan B's or C's
No, we didn't have
required,
to go
which
too many.
was-
Plan A pretty much worked on that.
Yeah.
Even we were upgraded to business class, so that's always a wonderful thing
for the long flight.
especially when you're on a nice long flight, like anywhere from the United States to anywhere on the other side of the pond.
Yeah. So that was nice, and we were very thankful for that. And now we're kind of just, I don't know, chilling, decompressing.
Yeah. It was very much go while we were in the States. We were going from one place to another, and it just, we're tired.
We're not used to traveling that quickly. You know, as you know, if you watch our vlogs, we usually travel, you know, we'll stay someplace a month at a time or even longer. And so, you know, we completely unpack, we set up home, basically wherever we're at, and then when we're ready to go, laundry, pack, and off we go. And it's a day or half a day or so of travel before we get to the next place. This was, you know, yeah, there were some days where, or sometimes where we were, you know, a week or more at a time, but there were others where it was a night here, a couple nights there, a few nights there, and there was a lot of moving and repacking and trying to squeeze this in and that in.
Yeah. But I'm glad we did it, and now we're back here, and what we got coming next, right now, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We're kind of seeing what this new variant's doing, because a lot of stuff shut down when this Omicron variant started happening. So we want to go somewhere warm. So yeah, we don't know. You'll find out as soon as we know. So if this is the last video for a while, it's probably because we're still here. We haven't figured it out yet.
No new videos.
So, but thanks for watching and sticking with us, and we'll see you again down the road.
And here's a tribute to Mom. Bye.
Bye.